another guest ready online. It's a guy who, if you have listened to our Cracked interviews, you have heard of him many a times. He's a
Hello?
next-gen superstar, and he is now on the line. Jared Donaldson. Jared, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Oh, excellent. It's Alex Gruskin. I was one of your previous interviewers. Hopefully you recognize this alto tone.
Yes, I do. How are you doing, Alex?
I'm doing quite well. I appreciate you asking. How are you, Jared? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling well. I'm feeling pretty well right now. Watching the match, and that's always a good thing. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
For sponsorship purposes, what Jared said is he's watching the live stream on crackedrackets.com, and you can all check that out now. I appreciate you saying that, Jared.
Exactly. Exactly.
Jared, you got Max on the phone as well. You've got a few others in the room.
I love that you say your first name as though he should. Oh, Max, of course. Max from Cracked Rackets.
I mean, come on.
Of course. Of course.
See, he knows. Jared, well, thank you. I mean, obviously you're watching the match. Just first thoughts. What are you thinking?
I mean, I guess I have to admit I have watched a lot of the match. I haven't watched so much this third set. I've been going back and forth between the Cowboys game, but
That's fair.
You know, I've been honestly very kind of really surprised at how many errors Del Portro's missed, or how many forehand errors Del Portro's made from the middle of the court on the forehand. I mean, I really expect him to play really aggressive off the forehand, and obviously, you know, you make errors when you play more aggressive. But I've kind of felt like actually from the middle of the court, his forehand's been really underwhelming.
Well, I was going to say, Jared, I feel like you know, respectfully, of course, you have a huge forehand, so obviously you understand the burden of dictating with that forehand. You kind of understand what Del Potro's going through. Obviously, maybe not at this Grand Slam final level, but in terms of trying to assert his will against a guy like Djokovic.
Sure.
I mean, you think the theme of the Cracked Rackets crew has been Del Po's been a little bit tentative through these first 2.5 sets. Would you agree with that sentiment?
I would agree with that. I would agree with that for the most part, especially, like I said, in the middle of the court. And at times it seems he either had bad accuracy from the middle of the court or has just made kind of unforced errors. The other thing I would kind of say, though, also is that I feel as though Djokovic has, especially in that second set, was really defensive and was playing way behind the baseline. And I also think that what's also really surprising
I was going to say,
is
respectfully, Jared, that was a nice voice crack. I liked it.
I have them too.
Thank you. It happens quite often. But
I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Oh, no problem. But also, I've kind of been surprised at Djokovic's unwillingness to change down the line, especially on the backhand, because I feel as though that's kind of when, at least in my opinion, Novak plays his best, and it really seems that he doesn't want to give Del Potro any running forehands, which obviously is a great shot from Del Potro. But so I've just been kind of, and I preface this all with saying that I am watching on the couch, and these guys are playing in the finals. So I obviously know very little, and they know, or they seemingly know more than I. But I've been, I kind of.
I was gonna say, Jared, you withdrew with injury, so you know who's to say you wouldn't be there.
Exactly. I did not get my fair shake at it.
Jared, I was going to ask you. You said you're surprised Djokovic isn't using the backhand up the line more. He seems a little bit off with it today, though. He's been pulling it middle a lot, and I feel like that might be
I've
why.
noticed that.
Del Potro has just been cranking off on that middle ball. It's not so much he's not getting him on the run with it even.
You know, I agree when he's tried to go up the line. He's like you said, he's actually missed a lot middle with it. And but I kind of go back to the point of he seems to be staying in a cross court rally for a long time, and I've kind of felt like, just for my own knowledge, so to speak. Okay, now just in my head I say, okay, this is a good ball to change on, and obviously I'm not. Sometimes it's a little bit of weird bounce, or you're seeing something on the court, or for me, it's more of a feel thing when I change at the line. But I feel as though he's really weighted, and I think that's at least might be affecting his timing of changing up the line, because I think that changing up the line is more of a timing shot. So I think that that's actually one of the reasons why he's missing up the line. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but not missing, but his accuracy has been poor.
Yeah, Jared, just out of curiosity, who did you have prior to these first two sets going Djokovic's way? Who did you think was winning this match?
I thought Djokovic was going to win.
Oh. Damn.
I just thought that. I just thought that. Wait, why did you think Del Potro?
You're just talking to a room of Delpo supporters.
That's false. I picked Djokovic. I was with you, Jared.
Jared, our listeners may not. You and I talked beforehand. I know you were leaning Delpo. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I know you're on the Delpo bandwagon.
I just conveniently changed. I just kind of felt like, you know, it's just kind of, oof, that was a big forehand right there though. Oof. See, like that's kind of what that's how he should be playing. Are you ahead
of us right now? I think you're a couple shots ahead of us.
Oh,
yeah, he's like 2 shots ahead.
Yeah, okay, you're like 2 shots ahead.
Sorry. No, but I don't know if I think that point you guys just watched that point, and obviously, you know, Del Potro took those forehands really early, and that's obviously, you know, a high degree of difficulty. But I felt kind of to what you guys were saying earlier that is really the way he should be playing. I mean, win or lose, if you don't execute well, you're not going to win anyways. So why? I feel he's trying to play really long rallies with him when he should just be really going for the forehand. But going back to why I felt that Djokovic was going to win, I felt that, you know, Djokovic returns so well, gets so many balls in play. And I just feel this tournament actually earlier watching a little bit, not that I was watching a lot, but watching a little bit, that Djokovic seems to have a little bit of his mojo back. You know, he seemed to be playing really aggressive, taking the ball early, and dictating a lot more than I've seen him previously play this year.
I do want to segue off of that question into, you know, you were able to play the Next Gen Finals last year. We're watching a Grand Slam, you know, short of the Next Gen Finals. You know, Next Gen Finals might be a tier below that in terms of type of events, but still, you know, how did you view that event as a building block for yourself, as a litmus test to where you were in your career?
You know, I remember being there, but I don't remember anything about that. I'm pretty sure I won the tournament, right?
Look, I'm looking at the stats, and it says you were the winner of the red carpet event. That's what it says.
Okay. That's what it was. Because truthfully, I don't remember much of the event itself. I thought it was an amazing job, actually. I thought the ATP did an awesome job putting it on. I thought the event was run really professionally, exceptionally well. To kind of talk about that is I also think that, you know, I think I obviously was disappointed how I performed. But I think that goes to show how many great players there are, you know, coming up. And I think that, I mean, I think at some point it was, in one sense, it was a little bit of an exhibition just with all the new rules, but that doesn't really, I think just more, it was more about, it was fun to compete in a tournament like that. And also it was kind of a unique experience playing a round robin, because, you know, after I lost my first round or my first match, I was very disappointed because I thought I, you know, had opportunities to do better, and I didn't. And I really think that kind of affected me. So if I play a round robin event again, then I think I would handle a defeat differently.
There it is. And we should say Novak Djokovic, 6'3", 7'6", 6'3", your U.S. Open champion. I don't know.
Disappointed in this.
Yeah, I needed a Delpo win there. Rothman, please. I know you have a question.
Yeah, I mean, we'll ignore that end result right there. Jared, a few other questions for you. Obviously, you said you want to play Asia. Are you done for this season? What are your goals for next season?
Djokovic throws the racket in the crowd. Risky move, Novak. Risky move.
Relax,
that was a nice toss, though. It had a nice spin on it. But
and then he pulls out another racket. What is he doing?
He's going after. He's like, "You were the fan who chirped me the most. I have to hit you first." Oh, but sorry, I didn't mean to take away from Rob.
Yeah.
No.
It was interesting.
Oh, you don't even know
I
what the
didn't
question
even
was.
listen.
Yeah, Jared. So again, two-pronged question: are you done for this season, and kind of what are the goals for next year?
Well, I certainly hope I'm not done for this season, because I would like to play in some capacity, whether it's going to Asia or playing challengers at the end of the year. I would say more in the States. I probably wouldn't go to the indoors in Europe. But so and you know, I don't have a timetable. It's whenever I feel that my knee is better, and whenever I feel that that I'm confident in my level or my fitness and so forth. Because I think that that's one thing that I would also like to have it 100%. So just to make sure I don't get injured further.
Yeah, no, I hear that. It's actually interesting you say that. I was talking recently with Gage Breimer, who you may know.
Name drop.
And he was talking about how
he's a 5-iron away. He was a 5-iron away.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, Jared, I'm pretty sure I saw a YouTube video of you training at the Breimer Academy last summer. True or false?
Mm-hmm. True. 100% true.
Yeah, and so Gage just recently came back from injury and said one thing he regrets is not taking it slow and coming back too early. So if there's any advice to take from Gage, it's to hold off.
You're
be
presenting
patient here.
Gage's advice as your own? Unbelievable.
No, I'm crediting Gage.
Oh, my God.
No, that is good advice. That is 100% good advice. I think if I had to redo the summer, I probably wouldn't have played Washington again. I mean, I don't know if I would have been ready for Toronto, but I definitely wouldn't have played Washington. I think I definitely rushed it a little bit coming back.
Sure.
And, you know, when I got to Toronto, it was really starting to bother me again. So that was unfortunate, but we can all learn from mistakes. We're all a work in progress.
I think that's fair, and you know we'll be brief with you. We don't want to take up too much of your time, but you look at some of your most recent results. Obviously, Rogers Cup you lose to Benoit Paire, but Washington you lose to Tsitsipas in 3. Wimbledon you lose to Tsitsipas in 5. Eastbourne you beat Fritz but lose to Shapovalov in 3. You seem to have so many encounters with these other next gen players, and I'm just curious, you know, from your perspective, do you view that as beneficial, as, you know, these are the guys you're going to have to compete with for the entirety of your career no matter what? Or are you like, come on, like, what's it going to take for me to draw Malik Jaziri in the first round of a tournament? Like, come on.
I did draw Malik Jaziri in the first round in Wimbledon. So,
well, I'm sure you won, so I should say shout out to you. Maybe that's why subconsciously he was on my mind. Yes,
you knew. I don't know. Well, I guess it depends. Do I start beating them more often or not? Because definitely at Wimbledon it was, or during the grass court season it was, I guess 50-50 or maybe slightly worse than that with younger players. But I mean, you know, I think that it's really, you know, exciting to compete against players who are, you know, very good players and have their unique style, and also, you know, have to adapt and do things to your own game to improve, but to win these matches also. And I think that's what's part of the fun about tennis, at least for me, is obviously I really want to win, but if I do lose, how do I improve so that doesn't happen again? And I think every player you play, whether they're young, old, or in between, they'll teach you something about your game.
I think that's fair, and you know, the last time we spoke, and this is my last question, I know Rothman has one more for you afterwards, and then we'll let you go, but you know, the last time we talked, I said, Jared, you gotta incorporate that serve and volley and give me a shout out to the camera the next time you do it. I've been watching closely, and I have seen no shout outs, and I'm slightly disappointed. I figured when you
if you've been but let's back up. If you've also been watching closely, you've also seen no serve and volleys.
Well, I was gonna say
Yet.
I figured when you were arguing in that one match earlier this year, the one that went viral, that was for me. And you were like, Alex, I'm still thinking of you. So I viewed that was one for me, and then I kind of let the rest slide.
I'm also going to go ahead and take a little credit for this, because I think I'm the first person to bring up that you should be coming to the net.
Get the fuck
and you
out
just
of
happened to bring it up.
It's a matter of time. Get out of here. That's ridiculous.
Just so you know, Jared.
But yeah, and I apologize for swearing live stream. But just in general, you know, you talk about that regardless of your injuries, in terms of the improvements you made this year, you know, how are you feeling about those?
Sorry, can you repeat the last end of the question? You just cut out slightly.
No, of course, and I consider myself the Barbara Walters of the tennis community, so I ask some hard-hitting questions. But that's like the 12th time I've said that today, so our producer in the background's like, I'm cutting that for sure. But just in general, results-wise, this may not have been the year you were looking for, but in terms of your own personal game, your own personal development, how are you feeling at this point?
I think that I really had actually, in a lot of ways, a really, exceptional year because, I think I lost a lot of really, really close matches against some really good players that I think that I've learned a lot from. I think if I look back, I had a pretty good start of the year. I could have done better. I lost some close matches, but I think that really I didn't play as well during the clay court season, but I wouldn't say I didn't play well. I would say I lost a lot of tight matches. And then obviously in the grass, I would kind of say the same thing. And then obviously, recently I haven't been maybe 100 as healthy as I would like, but I think that that I've made a lot of improvements to my game. I think that I'm playing better, and I think that it's only a matter of time. And I think whenever I get back out there, I think I'll have a lot of really. I feel confident that I'll be able to put a lot of good results together.
Well, look, Jared, we're definitely rooting for you, and we think that your 2019 season
is going
to be great. I got one more hard-hitting question for you before we let you go. When and if ever is the investment banking career going to take off, and do you want to start a fund with me?
It depends what your strategy is. But I think that I definitely think that investment banking has its place. Although I think that I would rather be an investor more so than a broker. But I think that a lot of times, those skills are transferable, and that is a post tennis. That is a life pursuit post tennis
endeavor. I'm glad to hear it. Well, then, this will be our absolute final question. And I always throw one more in just to piss our producer off. But Jared and I say
Hey,
this
no problem. Ask as many as you would like.
I say this lovingly as well. I consider you the video game expert on the ATP Tour. And I do say that lovingly as a fellow video game player myself. Now, we can talk about the Fortnite extravaganza that happened throughout 2018. But what I really want to ask you is, in your opinion, is there a single good tennis video game? Because I say no, others say yes.
Is there? I would definitely say. Well, I would say I haven't been. If there is, I haven't seen it or.
Thank you.
Then
is garbage.
Then you clearly haven't played Topspin 3 on PlayStation 2. That is the best game ever made.
Though, I will say, I don't know, I think there was this game called Top Shot 2 or something.
Yeah, Topspin
that I actually
2.
liked better.
I agree. Topspin 2 was solid, but everything else, garbage.
I think they need to make a next-gen version. Let's get you on there.
Hey, I'm there. No, I definitely think that there's a market for a better tennis video game.
I agree. There's room for improvement. Well, then, I need your Fortnite takes. Are you still on the Fortnite bandwagon?
Yeah, I haven't played in a little bit, but yes, I am a well-known bush camper strategier. So.
Well, Jared, I think we need to get you and Fritz and get some squads going.
Oh, me, you.
Apparently he's very good. He's much better. Apparently he's much better than I am.
He's been playing with Ninja, so he's doing something right.
Dude. Don't even get me started on Fritz and his video games. We played him in FIFA, and it was literally embarrassing.
God,
it was like, dude, you shouldn't be this good at FIFA if you're also this good at tennis.
Yeah, Jared, I don't know if you play him in FIFA, but don't take bets with him. He's money.
I will heed your advice.
Oh, I appreciate you saying that. Well, Jared, again, we appreciate so much you taking the time to come on and speak with us. Obviously, as we mentioned, Juan Martín del Potro ends up losing this match. Djokovic takes him out 6-3, 7-6, 6-3. Westhoff's yelling at me not to ask a final question, but I'm going to sneak one in one last time. Jared, what should fans expect from you in 2019?
Hopefully, I just think that what I want to do, and what I want to accomplish, every year is to just to control what I can control and go out there and try to improve my game and do the best that I can, and really just do the best that I can in order and off the court training, on the court training, during matches. And I think at the end of the day, if I can do those things, I'm going to be a successful player. So that's kind of what I focus on.
Yeah, well, Jared, thank you so much for joining us today, man, and we're really excited about the court.
And I'm going to ask you, can you give me a thank you for listening to the CR Live before you head out?
Of course. Thank you I thank you guys so much, and I appreciate you having me on the CR Live. That was a lot of fun. You guys did a great job.
That was perfect.
Of course. Yeah, that was awesome. Jared, thank you so much, and we will be sure to talk to you soon.
Thank you so much, guys. Awesome job. Talk to you later.
Yeah, for sure. Take it easy.